Welcome everybody. CMAC, aka Next Level Bitcoin, and I want to talk to you guys about Amzdoge today. I'm not a financial advisor, just someone just sharing some content with you that's hopefully that's beneficial, that you can make a little crypto along the way. Quick update about Amzdoge. They've gone through a situation where there was some panic, and we got this message yesterday, which basically stated that because of lawbreakers maliciously creating panic, Amzdoge has a debt crisis, and many platforms that initiated Amzdoge escaped one after another, caused serious market panic. And because of the market panic, people started taking a lot of their funds out, and so Amzdoge pretty much just blocked everything again, shut it down, and basically we could not withdraw. If everybody could continue to compound, everything else was functioning on the platform except the withdrawal. It was saying withdrawal exception. Then they came out with this yesterday, that the payment plan of AD Group is as follows. Users can start withdrawing funds on February 17th US time, but only 3% of the principal can be withdrawn. For example, if your account has $10,000 US, you can withdraw $300 US per day, and the funds will arrive in 1 hour. Okay, so just to actually had a withdrawal today at one of the accounts. Today came off, and I think it's around 400. This one here, about $400, and so when it finished, I tried to do a withdrawal, and let's see here, and withdraw, and here. So I just did it for like $10. Now it's still awaiting review. That was since 10:30 this morning, and I found out that several folks, their stuff is pending as well. And so trying to decipher, like, why is that? What's going on? I sent several messages on the Telegram, no answer. Online customer service, that robot, still no answer, nothing there. Check some other YouTubers, and the people who did withdraw, I don't know if anyone that actually received a withdrawal. Kind of went back to this message again, because I'm trying to. It says in here, just trying to kind of seeing what it could possibly be. Obviously, for them to even come back with a statement, there's obviously they're working on something. But if that something came through, now they've always shown some signs that the communication is lapsing. And this is just one of them, because if you still continue having problems, if you hadn't got the funding, then that needs to be communicated. But maybe they're thinking that this is a communication. So let me just read this part. Amzdoge has just obtained a C round financing of $85 million US. Since the obtained financing is being audited by the investment bank, the payment can be made after the audit is passed. At the same time, the shareholder meeting is also negotiating with the investment company, as well as a financing obtained from the investment bank, also in progress. Okay, so this tells me that obviously they need another round of funding. The funding is on the table, but they hadn't actually received it yet. It says the debt crisis of Amzdoge is caused by the market sentiment. We're also comprehensively improving and cashing out the issue of user withdrawals. Okay, now back to this. Okay, I read that part, but this says when it talks about the withdrawal and the funding get to you in 1 hour. This situation may last for 30 days. Please give us some time. We will use the funds raised as soon as possible. We will be responsible for every user. Okay, so I did not give them a deadline or a timeline. Amzdoge did. So they said it would be in 1 US day, and the funds will arrive in 1 hour from in your accounts. Now, it showed withdrawal exception when the day previous, but they opened up the withdrawals so you could withdraw only 10% or 3%, because it stated, I tried to withdraw more. It said I could only withdraw 3%. So the fact that they opened it up, they got everything set to go, but maybe the funding's not there. With the 2 million people being there, maybe that they don't have enough people to process all the withdrawals. I'm not quite sure, because I'm not getting any communication, and I don't know if anyone's getting any. But I know at this point, I don't know any more than what I'm telling you. But if I'm having to decipher, I'm guessing that what they thought was a open and shut type deal, and that the round of funding was there. I don't believe that they've got the round of funding as of yet, but it's not being communicated. So I'm just trying to decipher their words, because we're not even anticipating. I mean, my plan was to continue to compound for a couple of months, and then I'm going to take a withdrawal out. I've taken withdrawals out before with it, but since they're going through this crisis, I get that part. But just to test it, I was going by what they said. They were. We have folks still coming in. You guys come on in. We're actually about to open it up for questions. So, but feel free, come on in. So back what I was saying, all we're doing is just going by what the company has stated for us to do. But I'm thinking that they don't have the manpower to complete all the withdrawals, or they didn't get the funding, that or the audit's not complete and the funding is not in place to pay everyone. Yeah, so we end up doing, we just went back to compounding as well. So we have a couple of them here that's about to come off. I'll combine those and then just go back to compounding until we can get the withdrawals. Hopefully another message or something will come out as to where they are in the process. But they say give them 30 days. Obviously, they needed more time than just 24 hours. That wasn't enough time, I don't believe, to pull off what they're trying to pull off and get that going. So, I know some of the folks just came on.
4409. The call is on, baby.
Hold on, man. Some of these folks came on, but anyone got any questions so far as to what we talked about and discussed? Feel free to unmute yourself and ask.
Chris, hey, yes. I was in the waiting room, so I didn't hear what you discussed.
Yes, ma'am.
I was waiting.
Okay. So basically, in a nutshell, we submitted in I got up this morning and I submitted a withdrawal, right? I'm gonna go to withdrawal, and anytime you want to submit a withdrawal, guys, just go up here into this purple column here and click it, and it'll tell you if it's in review or what's going on. So I submitted a $10 withdrawal. That was a 1032. I think $10 is the minimum that you can do. So hold on just a minute. We're still letting folks in. So anyway, I never received it, and I submitted messages to support, submitted messages to on the Telegram portion as well. Didn't get any answers. checked on with a couple of YouTubers. I checked with 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐂𝐋𝐿, and you know, we hadn't heard of anyone getting a withdrawal. And what we've, you know, just trying to decipher from what they stated, you know, in the message was they had just obtained seed round financing of 85 million US dollars. Since the obtained financing is being audited by the investment bank, the payment can be made after the audit is passed. Okay, so maybe the audit is still going on and maybe it has not passed, or they hadn't got that round of funding yet. At the same time, the shareholder meeting is negotiating with the investment company as well as a financing obtained from the investment bank also in progress. So it could be that step two, or the number two, that they're working on getting the funding and everything in place. So why they didn't pay and why is it even important to us is because their words, they gave a plan, a pathway forward. So we're only going by what was stated. Now, I'm not stressing, I'm not anything of that nature. Obviously, when you come in these things, you come in with low risk capital, but with this one, you know, we have a added or vested interest because they've shown interest in doing the right thing and coming back, and so we want to give them the benefit of the doubt to do what they say. But when you do this, we just need, if the information is if the information that you're given is altered and changed, just give the update. That's pretty much the only thing that we need because people can still compound to keep doing their thing. It's just that when it comes to withdrawals, that's what causes the anxiety and the non-trust. The non-trustworthy thoughts is when you don't do what you say you're going to do. So that this is basically what I did, was just talking about going over, really doing just going over what their wording is. As I'm reading it, I do read this here. The situation may last for 30 days. Please give us some time. All right, we will use the funds raised as soon as possible. All right, I'm thinking they don't have the funds available right now. You know, I think they might have jumped the gun trying to get something in play for more fear of what could happen, you know, to the program. But other than that, not really anything on Amzdoge. One of the groups that was the malicious intent, this cyber dog here, this came up about 3-4 weeks ago, and just the dog looks very familiar, the same everything. I mean, they really, you know, they really copied everything. I think that there are people who come out with these big teams and they make that money real fast, and they put these scams up in place, man. I don't know any of that to be true, but I just think that there's some, you know, and then there's like this one that's called Space Dog. As soon as Amzdoge was in some trouble, they changed the site and everything to Space Dog, and now Space Dog has something similar to this, you know. So there's those folks that are out there that are really trying to get over. So we hope that this group is not in that mold, but only time will tell. So that was pretty much all I had, guys. If there's anyone that have any questions, I don't know any more than that. First, I'm gonna give it to 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐂𝐋𝐿. 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐿, you heard anything, any different?
Hi everyone. No, still the same thing. Everything is still pending. I haven't heard of anyone who has been able to receive any withdrawal requests at this moment. So just still waiting. I mean, everything else on the website still functioning well. You can even transfer money to other members on the platform. You just can withdraw any funds off of their platform. So.
Well, I'm going to give them to the end of the day Monday. Today's Friday. You know, some banks are open on Saturday, but there ain't a lot of loans given out during that time period. It's usually business days, so they hadn't had anything going on. I think Monday they should know for sure. We should have some updates by during that time period. So I'm gonna keep compounding and give them to that time and you know, anyway, honestly, as long as the site is up, I'm gonna wait to hear. I'll keep writing it out until we can hear something or something changes. But yeah, again, no, the site's up and running. Other than trying to figure out the withdrawals. Obviously, they did update the 3%. Because I tried to withdraw more than that, couldn't. It stated you had to withdraw 3% only. So they've done that in place. I just don't think that they have the funding to pay everybody, or they don't have enough people to submit all the withdrawals. I believe that may be what's the issue, or why go through the trouble, you know? Anybody else got any thoughts or questions?
Let's just keep hope alive.
There it is. There it is.
And Monday is actually a holiday, Chris, so it might be Tuesday.
Okay. Okay. Oh, yes. Gotcha. Yes. So Tuesday, but again, as long as the site's up, I'm gonna keep checking. I'm gonna keep compounding every 24 hours until they get it figured out. So I'm not giving no time limit on it. They said give them 30 days to work out. So you know what? I'm on that. Give 30 days. I mean, what do you have to lose but your money? So I'll keep checking.
Do anyway. There's nothing we can do, right?
Right.
Wait.
So I'm gonna keep checking it out and seeing what's going on and go from there. But guys, I wish I had better news. You know, I'm still optimistic about it, you know, but I will say this, until they get this rectified, right? Until they get it rectified, I would not put any more money in, and I would not invite any more people until this is handled and behind us. So yeah, I wouldn't even bring definitely not. And now, we can always register people and don't let them fund until this thing gets rectified. So that's something, but I would not do anything other than that.
Yeah, and Chris, that's a great point that you just shared. You know, you can register folks, just don't let them fund. And also, you know, be careful. I just want to caution everybody in the group to just be careful out there because there's a lot of copycat company. I know everybody is very disciplined enough not to do that, but just be aware there's a lot of companies out there and YouTubers right now trying to trash AMC doors and to steal their customers. So I mean, it's just the space we've been is like in a dog eat dog and that kind of situation that's going on now. It's so pathetic, but that's the world that we're living in. So, you know, so long we operate with integrity and honesty, the blessings will continue to flow.
Absolutely, sir.
I have a question. I have not. So should I be able to do anything with this dog? I guess it's called a dog. I haven't. I set it for 15 days, and tomorrow's that 15 days. I need to do anything?
So yeah, Phyllis. I you know, we've talked about this, and So like this dog is set, well, they both set to come off tomorrow, but this was coming off tomorrow at 11. And I'm gonna combine the two together, and then I'm gonna start going every 24 hours.
Correct.
Okay, so because you're getting 3% every 24 hours, you're only getting 2.4 to 2.2, 2.4 to 2.6 if you go 15 days, and it's not compounded. So
okay, so when it's finished, I just need to go in and do it again for 24 hours.
Yes, absolutely. Just go in right here, 24 hours, and select all, and we'll select your dog, select all, and then hit submit. And then now the other thing too is you want to try to plan it to where you're doing it the same time every day. So like I check all of mine in the morning, so I'll try to schedule it for AM. Because every 24 hours around the same time, it's going to be available for you to resubmit.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it doesn't take long to do either, guys. It's not, it's not something that you have to be, that's laborsome. It takes 2 minutes to get in there, turn it on, and then hit submit, right? The other thing is the sign-in portion here, getting the free dog. I basically, okay, hold on just a minute. Let me see something here. Okay, that's February 8th, March 10th. Okay, so got that free dog on February 8th, and on March the 10th, it's done. So it's still pending. So I'm now, instead of me creating several different dogs and several different opportunities, I'm gonna combine, because you make more money when you're combining the money while you're making it. If I split the money up, I'm making less. So I'm going to put all the money together, so I don't need all these magic dogs. So I'm literally going to stop hitting this button and generate magic dogs until I need them. So if I look at this account, I got that free one, plus I have these two going. And that's fine and dandy, but again, I make more money when I combine and I'm at 3% rather than having several dogs going, and I'm getting all these free dogs when I can combine into one, and then I'm not getting the utilization out of it, is what I'm saying. I'm not going to hit that button until these times have condensed and I'm down to one dog only, and then I'll switch over to that one that's in waiting. I'll use it up, but I will not hit this sign-in button to get those extra dogs until, see, I'm at 14 days. If I hit it one more day, get 15 days, I'll get another free dog. I don't need another free dog, especially since I know that this thing is on a counter only for 30 days. So I literally got to use those others up. I have to use these up, and when those dwindle down, then switch over to this free one. I probably have maybe 10, 12 days on it. And then once I got 10 and 12 days on it, as I start, I know I only need one more day to get that extra dog. So I'll wait till like the last day, and then I'll hit that button to get that other free dog just to continue on. But I'm letting you guys know that every time we've been telling you guys to go ahead and get the free dogs, but unless you're going to have multiple things working, then don't hit it until you're ready to gain the free dog. I know that's a roundabout way of saying it, but I'm just letting you know, don't get the free dog until you're ready for it. Does that make any sense?
So when this one expires, that the one that I have going,
Mm-hmm.
that's a free dog. So when it expires, I use the one that I have waiting.
Okay, you have one waiting, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, you're going to use that one that you have waiting, correct? And you're going to eyeball it because you only have 30 days, which right now you might have 20 days or 50
It's
or
the 11th.
25
It's
days.
March 11th.
Okay, so March 11th.
It's good through March 11th.
Okay, so and March 11th, I 2, 7, 14, 21, 2, 23. Okay, 23 days. So you got 23 days.
So that means I can do 23, 24-hour cycles.
Yes.
Is that right?
Well, that is because you're coming off tomorrow from, so yes, if you switch over to that one, you'll have 23 days or 22 days at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but at the same time, though, you need to, depending on where you are, like for us, let's see here. So for Leslie and I, like right now, I'm in a sign in, and I have, I've got one more day, and then I'm gonna be at that 15 days to get that next bot. So I'm never gonna hit that button for a while until I'm ready to receive it. I got last one, and then I'll get that free bot, then continue on for 30, and then I'll go. I'll get down to that last, 15 days or whatever, because I got 30 days. I have to complete a full 30-day round to get 90 days. So I'll the last 15 days I'll hit every day 15, and as soon as it's up, or I'll probably do a day early or whatever. But I'll have that 90-day wait. So just plan ahead. That's all. For the magic dogs.
Okay.
Yes. Anyone else have any questions? This one is short and to the point. So if no one had any questions, then we're going to call it. And